I'm Sally Cole with Story Hour Academy, and this is our phonics lesson about the letter I. The letter I makes 3 vowel sounds and 1 consonant sound. It makes the short I, which looks like this in a dictionary. It makes a long I, which looks like this in a dictionary. It makes a long E, which looks like this in a dictionary. And it makes the consonant Y sound, Y, which is represented as just a Y in the dictionary. So let's write the letter I down on our paper. To write a lowercase I, we start at the midline, go straight down to the baseline, and then we put a dot on the top, like that. Let's do that 4 more times. Here's a lowercase I that says I, E, and Y. So as we write these, we'll say the 4 sounds of letter I. Here's a lowercase I that says I, E, and Y. Our 4th lowercase I that says I, E, and Y. And last one, lowercase I, can say I, E, or Y. Now let's do an uppercase I. The uppercase I starts at the top line, goes all the way down to the baseline, and usually you will find it with short lines at the top and bottom, like that. Uppercase I makes the same sounds as lowercase I, I, E, and Y. Let's write it 4 more times. Uppercase I can say I, E, and Y. Uppercase I can say I, E, and Y. Uppercase I can say I, E, and Y. The last one, uppercase I can say I, E, and Y. Now, the long I sound, I, and the long E sound, E, should be familiar to you, because among the sounds that I can make, I, E, and Y, we have already covered phonograms for 2 of these sounds. So let's write out these sounds the way we would write them in a dictionary. So short I, long I, long E, and a consonant Y, Y. Do you remember a multi-letter vowel phonogram that makes the long I sound, I? I'll give you a clue. It's spelled I, G, H. I. Do you remember a multi-letter vowel phonogram for long E? I'll give you a clue. It's spelled E, E. Double E says E. And so you can see we've already worked with these sounds, and now we just have a new way to spell these sounds. Plus, we've got 2 new sounds. We've got the short I, and the consonant Y, Y. So you can spell short I, with just an I. And you can spell long I, with just an I. And you can spell the long E sound, E, with just an I. And you can spell the consonant Y sound, Y, with just an I. And we know one other way to spell the long E sound, E. We can spell it with the letter E. We learned that in our last lesson. So now you know that letter I is a phonogram that can make 4 different sounds. Short I, long I, long E, and consonant Y, Y. So the next question we have to answer is, when does letter I make each of these sounds? So I have put together a little Q&A, a question and answer, so we can find out, when does I say short I? When does I say long I? When does I say long E? And when does I say consonant Y? Let's take a look at our first question. Question: when does letter I make a short I sound I? And here's our answer. Letter I makes a short I sound I in closed syllables. So let's underline this. In closed syllables. What's a closed syllable? Well, it's a syllable that ends with a consonant. So let's look at some one-syllable words that end with a consonant letter. First word, is. Here we have a short I that says I, followed by an S that makes its second sound Z, is. Next word, if. And I want you to write these along with me. If makes a short I sound I, followed by a F that says F. F is a consonant, so I makes its short sound. Next word, it. We have a short I, followed by a T that says T. The T is a consonant, so the I makes its short sound I. Next word, in. We have an I that says I, and an in that says n. The N is a consonant, so the I makes its short I sound I. And inch. Here we have an I that says I, an N that says n, and a CH that says ch. The CH is a consonant digraph that makes a consonant sound, and so the I makes its short I sound I. Let's do 10 more words. Bit. Here we start with a B that says B, an I that says I, and a T that says T. The T is a consonant, so the I makes its short I sound I. B, I, T. Bit. Next word, quit. Here we've got the QU phonogram that says qu, with an I that says I, and a T that says T. Qu, I, T. Next word, hid. We have an H that says H, an I that says I, and a D that says D. H, I, D. Hid. Next word, lid. We have an L that says L, an I that says I, and a D that says D. L, I, D. Lid. Next word, big. We have a B that says B, an I that says I, and a G that says G. B, I, G. Big. Next word, kick. We have a K that says K, an I that says I, and a CK that says K. K, I, K. The CK is a consonant digraph that makes a consonant sound K. and so the I makes its short I sound kick. Let's get a little more space here. Next word, fish. We have an F that says f, an I that says and a SH that says sh. SH is a consonant digraph that makes consonant sound sh. So the I makes its short I sound f, sh. Say it together fast. Fish. Next word, trip. We have a T that says t, an R that says an I that says and a P that says p. The P is a consonant, so the I makes its short I sound t, p. Say it together fast. Trip. Next word is twin. We have a T that says t, a W that says w, an I that says and an N that says n. The N is a consonant, so the I makes its short I sound t, w, n. Say it together fast. Twin. Next word, crib. We have a C that says k, an R that says an I that says and a B that says b. The B is a consonant letter, so the I makes its short I sound k, b. Say it together fast. Crib. So there you have it. You can now sound out all of these types of words with a short I sound. Let's move on to our next question. When does letter I make a long I sound? I. And here's our answer. I'm going to scroll so you can see the whole answer. Letter I makes a long I sound, I, before silent final E and in most open syllables. Now, an open syllable is the opposite of a closed syllable in that it ends in a vowel. So closed syllables end in a consonant, and open syllables end in a vowel. Letter I may also make a long I sound before two consonant sounds. So all of this is going to be much easier to see through example. Before we get to the examples, let's underline the important parts here. So letter I makes a long I sound before silent final E. Okay, and in most open syllables. It may also make a long I sound before two consonant sounds. So I have three types of examples to show you. Let's look at the first set of examples. First, we'll look at letter I in words with a silent final E. So here we have the word bike. Okay, write this down. We have a B that says b, an I that makes its long I sound I, a K that says k, and a silent final E. So this E doesn't make a sound. Instead, it tells us that this I is making its long sound. I. B, I, k. Silent final E. The next word like this is fine. Here we have an F that says f, an I that says I, an N that says n, and the silent final E. That's telling us that this says long I. I. F, I, n. Fine. Next word, kite. Here we have a K that says k, an I that says I, a T that says t, and a silent final E that does not make a sound. Instead, it tells us that this is making a long I sound I. K, I, t, kite. Next word, pipe. We have a P that says P, an I that says I, another P that says P, and a silent final E. P, I, P, pipe. And last word, ride. We have a R that says an I that says I, a D that says D, and a silent final E that tells us the I makes its long I sound I. I, D. Now, if we were to remove the E, then we would have open syllables that end with consonant letters, and we'd have to use the short I sound, I. So if you take out this E here, you'd have bick, and fin, and kit, and pip, and rid. But we don't want those. We want bike, and fine, and kite, and pipe, and ride, and so we use silent final E on these types of words. Okay, our next set of words are where letter I makes a long I sound because it's in an open syllable, which is just a syllable that ends in a vowel. A very simple example of this is the word I, as in I am Sally Cole. So here, the only letter in the word, the only letter in the syllable, is I. So it's an open syllable word, and the I makes its long I sound, I. Another word where I is in an open syllable is the two-syllable word item. So here we have I and a syllable all on its own, making a long I sound I, and then TEM in a closed syllable word where the E makes its short E sound, eh. I, t, m. So the I is making its long I sound because it's in a syllable all by itself that ends with a vowel. And the E is making a short E sound, eh, because it's followed by a consonant, which makes it a closed syllable, makes the E say short sound. I, tem. First syllable I, second syllable tem, I, tem. Next word, direct. Now here we have two letters in our first syllable, a D and an I. The I is a vowel, so this is an open syllable. So the I makes its long I sound I, D-I. And then rect is the second syllable, which starts with the R that says an E that says a C that says k, and a T that says t. The T is a consonant, which makes this a closed syllable, which makes this E say its short E sound, eh. Direct. Direct. Next word, rival. First syllable, ri. So we have an R that says and an I that makes its long I sound, I. Second syllable, vol. We have a V that says v. An A that makes a schwa sound, and an L that says l. Rival. And then our last example in this category is writer. First syllable, ri. So we have R that says and an I that says I, because this syllable is ending in a vowel, which makes it an open syllable, which makes it to where the I makes its long I sound, I. And then der. We have a D that says D, and our phonogram ER that says rider. Now let's look at one more kind of word where I makes a long I sound because the I is coming before two consonant sounds. First example, kind. Write this down. K that says k. I that says I. N that says and D that says d. Now you would think that this would be a short I because the D is a consonant letter. However, we have two consonant letters in a row, and sometimes when that happens, not always, just sometimes, when an I is followed by two consonant letters, it can make a long I sound. And this is one of those cases. So we have K that says k, I that says I, N that says and D that says d, kind. Now if this made a short I sound, the word would be pronounced kind. Kind. And that doesn't make much sense, does it? Have you ever heard that word? Kind? I haven't. And so, if you stumble upon a word like this, where the I could make either a short sound or a long sound, you can try them both out and see which one sounds right. So next word, find. We have an F that says f, an I that makes a long I sound I, because it's followed by two consonant letters, the N that says and the D that says d. This also rhymes with kind. Kind, find. F, I, n, d. Now, if this made a short I sound, the word would be find. But we actually spell the word find with an E, where the E does make a short sound. So this, I'll write it out for you. Find. You must fend for yourself. That's how we would write find. But if you want to write find, you need to use an I. Next word, wild. Here we have a W that says w, an I that makes its long I sound I because it's followed by two consonant letters. The L that says O and the D that says d. W, I, O, d. Next word, child. We have a CH that says ch, an I that makes a long I sound I, an L that says O, and a D that says d. Ch, I, O, d. And last word, pint. We have a P that says p, an I that says I, an N that says n, and a T that says t. The I makes its long I sound because it's followed by two consonant letters, the N that says n and the T that says t. P, I, n, t. Pint. So now you know all the types of words where I makes its long I sound I. Which brings us to our next question. When does letter I make a long E sound? E. And here's the answer. Letter I makes a long E sound, E, in some open syllables. Let's spell out some examples. Happier would be one example. This is spelled with an H that says h, an A that says a PP that says p, an I that makes a long E sound E, hap, E, and an ER that says So here, first syllable hap, second syllable E, third syllable So that second syllable is just the I acting all alone. It's ending in a vowel. It starts and ends in a vowel. The letter I, which makes it an open syllable, which makes it make a long sound, and in this case it's a long E sound. Because hap-ire wouldn't sound right, would it? Are you happier now than you were before? No. You're happier now. Happier now than you were before. So again, the open syllable rule is just saying that this is a long sound. Since the I makes two long sounds, a long I and a long E, could go either way. However, you can try them both and see which one sounds right to you. Next word, funniest. Here we have an F that says f, a U that says an in that says n, an I that says long E sound E, and an EST says est. First syllable fun, second syllable E, third syllable est. The second syllable ends in a vowel, so it's an open syllable, so the I is going to make a long sound, and in this case it makes a long E sound, E. You could try it with a long I sound, I, and you'd have fun-I-est. Is that clown the funniest clown you know? Does that sound right? No. So we use the long E sound. Is that clown the funniest clown you know? Yes. Yes, that clown is. Alright, let's look at 3 more examples. We have patriot. So here, this first syllable is pay, spelled P-A. Second syllable, tree, spelled T to say T, R to say and I to make a long E sound, E. And then O-T. The O makes a schwa sound, and the T says T. Patriot. Next word, medium. Here we have a first syllable, me, with the M that says and the E that says E. That's an open syllable word, so the E makes its long sound. Next syllable, D. So we have a D that says D, and an I that makes its long E sound, E. This is another open syllable word, which makes the I make a long sound. In this case, it's a long E sound. Me, D. Last syllable, is a closed syllable that ends with a consonant letter, the M, which means the U makes its short sound, So here we have me, D, Now this I, the rule could also apply that it makes a long I sound because it's an open syllable, in which case you would pronounce it me, die, But does that sound right? Medium? I wear a medium shirt. No, that doesn't sound right. And so we change the sound of I to the long E sound, E. Medium. Sounds much better. Medium. And last word, piano. First syllable, P, spelled P-I. The I makes a long E sound, E. P, an. Second syllable, an. That's a closed syllable, so the A makes a short sound, a. And last syllable, O. So the O stands all by itself in an open syllable where it's making its long O sound, O. P-N-O, piano. So there you have it, 5 words where the letter I makes a long E sound. Happier, funniest, patriot, medium, piano. And that brings us to our last question, which is, when does letter I make a consonant Y sound? Yeah. And here's our answer. The letter I may make a consonant Y sound, y, when in some unstressed syllables. Now, an unstressed syllable is a syllable with an unstressed vowel sound. That sounds kind of like a short U, kind of like Here's an example. Onion. So it starts with an unstressed vowel sound, and then consonant n, and then it's spelled I-O-N. Here the I is making a consonant Y sound, yeah. So we have schwa, unstressed vowel, n, y, another schwa vowel sound, n, onion. Next example, million. This is spelled M-I, write this along with me, L-L-I-O-N, million. M says I says I, L-L says O, the second I says y, because it's in an unstressed syllable, where this O is making an unstressed vowel sound, a schwa sound, and then the N says n. I, O, y, n. Million. And there are quite a few words that end in I-O-N with this y sound, like billion, trillion, gazillion. So let's look at another example. Familiar. Do you hear that y sound in familiar? Well, this word is spelled F-A-M-I-L-I-A-R. Let's sound it out. We have an F that says f, an A that says a, an M that says an I that makes a short I sound I, because it's in a closed syllable, ill, with the consonant L. And then we've got the I that says y, because it's with this unstressed AR phonogram. Saying yer. F, a, m, I, o, y, familiar. Okay, two more words in this category. The next word is the state. California. Have you ever been to California? Well, this is how California is spelled. C-A-L-I-F-O-R-N-I-A. Let's sound it out. C that says k, A that says a, L that says o, I that says I, F that says f, O-R that says or, N that says n, I that says y, and the unstressed vowel, an unstressed A, says So here's our first syllable. Is a closed syllable because it ends with the consonant letter L, which makes the A make a short A sound, a. Cal. Second syllable, if. We have a short I, because the F is a consonant letter, which makes it a closed syllable. Makes this a short I. Or is just a simple phonogram, OR that says or. N says n, I says y, because the A is unstressed. Cal, if, or, nya. And one more word here, spaniel. Like a type of dog. We have a S that says S, a P that says P, an A that says A, because it's in a closed syllable that ends in a consonant. The consonant N that says N, span. And then we have our I that says Y, because it's in an unstressed syllable, yul, where the E makes a schwa vowel sound. Spaniel. So these aren't easy words. These are multi-syllable words. But I'm glad that you got a chance to understand them a little bit better today. Let's review the multi-letter phonograms with the letter I that we have covered. Okay, so in this lesson, we talked about all the times when I is acting alone to say either I or I or E or Y. But I can also act with other letters in multi-letter phonograms. And these should be pretty familiar to you. Let's look at them. We've got the AI, this two-letter long A that may not be used at the end of English words, as in the word pale, P-A-I-L. There's E-I-G-H. That makes a long A sound, A, like in the word eight. Well, that's not a very good G. I hope yours turned out better than that. E-I-G-H T. And then we know I-G-H. I-G-H makes a long I sound, like in night. N-I-G-H-T. As in, it is nighttime. I can work with the letter O in the multi-letter vowel phonogram, oi, as in join, spelled J-O-I-N, join. And I can work together with U in the multi-letter vowel phonogram UI that says oo, as in fruit. F-R-U-T. And it can work together with R in the R-controlled phonogram as in bird. B-R-D. So these are all cases where I is working with other letters. A, I, oi, oo, The last thing I want to show you is that there are multi-letter phonograms with the letter I that we have not covered. So, based on this lesson, if you know everything that we covered in this lesson, you will be able to read most words with a letter I. However, there are still some words that use a phonogram EI that can make three sounds, like in seize, veil, and feisty. And those might be hard to read still. And another phonogram would be IE, which makes two sounds, like in movie and pi. And then there's phonograms like CI in social and TI in motion and SI in passion and AIGH, which makes a long A sound, like in straight. And so these words with these phonograms might still be confusing to you, but not to worry. We will cover these phonograms eventually, and soon enough you'll be reading every word. I'm so excited for you. Now, your assignment today is to read as many words containing the letter I as you can, and I want you to start by reading all the words you can in the poem titled Precocious Piggy from the book The Riverside Readers, 3rd Reader. This is a book by James M. Van Sickle and Wilhelmina Seegmiller. Okay, so I will link to that below this video, and see you again soon here at Story Hour Academy.